number 155 in the Indicator series is Secret Ceremony. Now, I picked this one up primarily because it was directed by Joseph Losey, a director that I really like, and it had a pretty fantastic cast. Robert Mitchum, Elizabeth Taylor, Mia Farrow. You get a couple of other actors, but primarily it's just these three. And this movie opens up with just a sense of weird oddity. I wasn't sure what was going on. I wasn't sure if the characters were playing a game with each other the way they were acting. Basically, we go to a cemetery. There is a woman there, that is Elizabeth Taylor's character, Leonora, and she meets a young girl, Chency, who is Mia Farrow's character, and Chency starts to call her mum, talk to her as if she's been missing for a while, and takes her back to her home. But Leonora knows nothing about this situation. She seems out of sorts. She doesn't seem to know what this girl is going on about, but because she is alluded to, well, we get told later on she's a prostitute, she's kind of destitute, she goes back to this home with this girl, and it's a rather large home, and this young girl feeds her, dresses her, keeps calling her mum, and eventually Leonora slips into the routine of pretense with her as well. But then there are pictures round about the house, and Leonora looks remarkably like the mother. And they kind of have this strange and weird codependent relationship for a little while, where they pretend to be things until aunts come over to visit Chency, and it becomes quite apparent that Chency's mother is dead, and that she's found this surrogate in this form and kind of latched onto this woman. And through their conversations we kind of get a history of Chency and her stepfather and father and things that have happened, and that includes Robert Mitchum's Albert character, who seems to be the father, and it leads to a whole weird, strange, twisted kind of movie where people are constantly lying and constantly allowing the lies to exist, not challenging them. And things are constantly changing throughout this movie, the dynamics of the characters and the relationships, and it's constantly has a strange, weird feeling about it. A weird feeling where you're not getting all the information. Even the characters don't have all the information to give. They all have their own side of the story, and they seem a little bit reluctant to share that with each other. And it comes clear throughout the movie that Leonora starts to take on that motherly role. Turns out that she lost a child early on and has now took on this surrogate role, and really appreciates and looks after this girl, and kind of likes this stability that it offers as well. Robert Mitchum comes into the movie later on, and he's just a kind of antagonistic character that kind of destroys everything one way or another. It's a weird movie, Secret Ceremony, and it's a hard one to really talk about without spoiling a lot of the surprises that it has, but I thought the performances all round were truly wonderful. It's a minimal cast, and it kind of revels with that as well, because they're all terrific cast members to have, and they all give wonderfully great performances along the way as well. It's the strange tone and idea behind the movie that really kept me on my toes as well. Where was this going? What was it going to happen next? And rechanging things that we'd seen before, well, alluding to a horrific backstory for our main character as well. Secret Ceremony was one that I really liked. I really enjoyed that kind of strange tone and oddity about it. I felt the performances were absolutely stunning, and as the information was drip fed to you throughout the movie, through conversations, it was wonderfully expansive of a larger story without getting away from our main characters. The direction was lovely, the musical choice was absolutely stunning in certain points, just alluding to the kind of strangeness that was going on. And this is one that I would wholeheartedly recommend. Secret Ceremony was something that just captured me straight away from the opening shots. It just drew me in to this weird and strange tale, and I was hooked. I would love to know your thoughts of this movie if you've seen it. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time in Man v Film.